Funding for this program is provided in part by the New York State Education Department.
I've been working with marginalized youth for 30 plus years.
Jennifer Curley leads a full and vibrant life. She's an educator, a devoted wife, a dog mom to 3 rescues, an environmentalist, and a dedicated community volunteer. Yet behind her many roles, Jennifer faces a private challenge: battling depression, a struggle that can sometimes be severe. Depression erodes self-worth, often described like a prison, an unbearable weight, or an inescapable trap. For many, it's an invisible illness, hidden from view and misunderstood. Jen shares her story with courage and candor, hoping to offer insight and support to others facing similar challenges.
When I go into a depression, when I am in the depths of really dark places and I think about suicide, I don't think about that word. I don't think about dying. I think about, I can't deal with this pain. And there's no way out. There's no way out. And it's hard for me to remember the joy and the happiness that I experience.
People that die by suicide want the pain to die. They just want the suffering to end.
I don't think they want their life to end. They want the pain to end.
People who die by suicide want to die. That's not necessarily the case. When you look at the definition of suicide, it's trying to solve a problem during immense psychological pain. It's a behavioral type of definition. When someone becomes impaired, psychologically impaired because they're in so much emotional pain, the view of what choices and problem solving become constricted, and they want to get rid of the pain. And when you're in that moment, you may only see the best option for you at that point being suicide. Your problem-solving skills have diminished because of the pain that you're in. So it becomes that cycle, and trying to break it comes back to community and someone asking a question. I'm here, I can be part of your problem solving. So it's really important to be able to recognize that others are there to help.
There are simple yet powerful ways to support someone in crisis. Start by listening without judgment. Let them know they're heard. Stay by their side. Together, reach out for additional help if needed, like calling or texting 988 for immediate support, or bringing in someone else they trust. If possible, work together to remove items that could be used to end their life, creating a safer space. Actions like these can make a life-saving difference. Stigma tied to mental health and seeking help is a powerful force, one that tragically adds to suicide risk. Rachel Ingram of Newark Valley lost her partner Greg, age 27, to suicide.
Unfortunately, he felt that he wasn't able to seek any help. I feel like there's a big stigma upon men and mental health, and he felt he had to be strong for his family and that it would show weakness in him if he needed a shoulder to lean on.
Suicide isn't the result of a single factor or circumstance, but a multitude of factors, including adverse experiences, personal or family relationships, and societal factors.
I can't speak to everybody, but I think that people are experiencing pain that they just can't take, and they're not getting the support that they need, and they do think there's no way out, and there's no help, and they're embarrassed, and it's hard for them to reach out also.
We're making gains and strides in being able to talk more about mental health and suicide, but it's still fraught with stigma. And when people bring it up, it can make people uncomfortable, and it can make people view other people differently. There's fear around that. There can be shame around that. It shouldn't be shameful, and it should be seen as a sign of strength to be able to reach out.
Most people contemplating suicide experience ambivalence, an internal conflict that leaves room for hope. Supportive intervention during this time can make all the difference. Many survivors of suicide attempts share that they're grateful to still be here, reminding us of the impact we can have. What protects against suicide? A sense of belonging, safety, dignity, diverse forms of support, and hope. These are the pillars that help build resilience and ultimately save lives.
I try to do things that make me happy, or at least bring me some calm and some peace. So just hanging out with my dogs and going for a walk, planting flower beds, spending time with friends that I feel really love me. Reading, there's a lot of comfort in getting lost in a book. I really love helping people. I really love doing my zero waste, and Friendship Donation Network has a great food waste program where we go and we gather all this food that's surplus that would otherwise go to compost or garbage, and we feed many pantries around Tompkins County. That brings me a great amount of fulfillment and joy. And when I'm doing those things, I forget about my own suffering because I'm busy, but then I also am able to sometimes internalize that good that I'm doing, and then it can help me not feel so badly about myself. Having a husband that is unbelievably amazing and accepting and funny, it's super important to make a connection where you have a human being in your life who understands a mental sort of breakdown, a person who understands everything that's good about you. And when you have those tough times, that person still helps you rein it back in and focus on the good and won't let you say how bad you are over and over. That voice that says, no, that's not true. Having that person is super important to me.
Each of us has a role to play in preventing suicide and building healthier, stronger communities. By offering understanding, support, and connection, we can help create a future where no one feels alone in their struggle.
Mental health and suicide should be part of our everyday language. It is a complex issue. It's a complex problem with complex solutions. But where we need to start is having conversations on a regular, on a daily. It's not to say, oh, suicide, 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 but it's, I'm not feeling great today. Really, let's talk about that. It should be part of an accepted everyday conversation, and we've made progress, but we still have a ways to go. It's when we're able to do that, that we will truly make impact.